In today's video, I'm gonna talk about why you should never copy successful people. This is a huge misconception that honestly is really starting to tick me off because everybody says, oh, copy successful people and you'll be successful. And that's just not true. And I'll explain what I mean in this video. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button so that you can grow up big and strong like me. Not really. It's not gonna increase your bench press by smashing the like button, but just do it anyway.
Hi, I'm Dan Henry. I used to deliver pizza and sell water bottles to pay my rent. Then I discovered entrepreneurship and grew a $20 million online business. Subscribe to my channel and I'll show you how.
Hey, Dan Henry here, founder of GetClients.com, and today I'm gonna talk about why you should never copy successful people. But let me give you some context, because you probably clicked on this video thinking, what is he talking about? That's all we ever hear, copy successful people. Tony Robbins said, if you copy somebody successful, you'll be successful too. And look, at a certain level, I agree with that, but it requires massive amounts of context. And that's what this video is gonna provide, context. So let me give you an analogy. Let's say you wanna go to the gym and you're just starting out and you're this little skinny guy right here. Would you go to the gym and see this guy right here bench pressing 350 pounds, walk over to the bench and immediately put 300 pounds on the bench and say, well, that guy's big, huge, and strong. He's bench pressing 300 pounds. That means I need to start with 300 pounds. No, you wouldn't, because if you did, you'd rip your freaking shoulders off of your frame and tear your rotator cuffs. And why? It's because that guy is a lot bigger and stronger than you. He's been doing it for a lot longer. He's in a much different place physiologically than you are. So it makes sense for him to bench 300, whereas for you, you should probably start out at like 95 or 135 because you're smaller, you have a smaller frame, you haven't built up those muscles yet. The same thing goes with business and really anything. When you look at somebody and they're doing something, they might be doing that for a reason because of what's happening in their business, because of where they are at, what level they are at. That doesn't mean you should do it. So let me give you an example. I have people all the time that will join our coaching program and they'll go through our training and they'll go to build something out, but then they'll see me do something in my business that's different. And they'll say, oh, Dan, I saw your YouTube video, or I saw this, or I saw that. I went and did that because I saw you do it, but it's not working. I have all these problems now. And then I'll say, well, why did you do that? You should follow the training that I gave you because that training is designed for you where you are in your business. If you were at a different level, then you would do this thing over here, which is why we, in our programs, we're very clear to say, okay, do this if you're here, do that if you're there. Because again, where you are at in your business is absolutely, like that is 100% requires context for what you're going to do. Because let me just give you an example. For instance, writing a book. Let's say that you're brand new and you're creating your very first offer. You are creating a coaching program or a consulting program or a done-for-you service, whatever it is, and you're just starting out. So you see me write a book and you see me make millions of dollars with my book. So you go, well, I'm gonna write a book. Terrible idea. My book was written because I had years of experience doing what I do for a living and becoming good at it. Plus, I have tons of YouTube videos, tons of podcasts, tons of ads. I have tons of pieces of content that I've put out over the years that I can go, okay, people like that, they don't like that. People resonate with this, they don't like that. And from that, I was able to compile that and really create a solid plan for my book so that I knew people would love it based on what I saw people like from me in the past. And that's why my book was so good. When you have an offer and you have customers and you've put out some content, you've worked with your clients, look, that's another thing. I've coached my clients for years. So I can write a really great book because I've been coaching for a while and I hear the problems they have. So if you're just starting out and you've never worked with clients, you've never put out any content, you've never really seen feedback from people, it's gonna be very difficult for you to write a book. You should start with something like a webinar or something of that nature to really flesh out your message to the market, because you can change a webinar at any point, right? You can put out a webinar, have people watch it, they book a call to speak with you so you can close them on your program or your service or what have you. And for those of you that don't know, a webinar is just an online training. It's an online presentation. You do that first, you master that. And once you've mastered that, now you can talk about a book. All right? Or at the very least, even if you haven't done a webinar, you should be in business for a little bit. You should be an expert in what you do and have, some feedback from your clients and what you've been doing so that you can compile a really good book. You wouldn't just go on Monday, hey, I've never done this before, I'm gonna start an offer, and on Wednesday, you're like, I'm gonna write a book. So again, that's where context comes in. You have to understand that people do things at different points in their business because of where they're at. And just copying somebody is a very superficial way to try to grow your business. I highly recommend, instead of copying someone successful, you just pay them. Like honestly, I hate to say it, just pay them to show you how. Tony Robbins says, listen, if you wanna be successful, find somebody who's doing what you want to do, copy them, and you'll be successful too. Well, Dan Henry says, if you want to be successful, find somebody who's doing what you want to do, pay them to teach you how, and work with them to make it happen, because they're going to be able to look back and go, oh, well, you're where I was here, so you need to do this. That's how you're going to get to here. Because if you think about it, if your goal is to get to here, here's your goal, right? And here's where you are. This is your start. As you move up the levels to get to your goal, if you're here, all right, and I am here, and you try to do whatever I'm doing here, it's probably not gonna work. But if I can look back with my eyes and see where you're at and go, oh, well, you wanna get to here? Well, I know here's the list of things you need to do to get to here, because I know what it's like to be here and what it's like to be here and here. So then you get to here, and then I go, okay, great. Well, now you want to get to here, you got to do these things. You got to do this. And now you want to get to here, okay? And here's the great part. By the time you get to here, I'm already way up there because I'm continuing to work, continuing to grow. And that way you get help in context. You don't just copy somebody superficially, what you see on the surface, but you actually understand what goes on behind the scenes. Because I'll tell you guys right now, we have tons of people that try to funnel hack me. They try to go and enter in funnels and figure out what they're doing. And I see them out there copying the funnels. I see them out there copying my marketing. And they can't make it work. They just can't do it. And then they end up crawling back later on and becoming a customer. They come on a coaching call, and I hear it all the time. Dan, I tried to copy your funnel. I tried to copy what you did and it didn't work. And then we look at them and go, well, that's because you're here and I'm here, and there's different things that you need to do to get to the next level. And so they go, oh, and then they do it, and then they start getting results. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should not copy, all right? You can model, you can look at general ideas, and you can kind of, look at the overall approach, but don't copy specific things. At least don't copy it without context or doing your due diligence on the context, because you'll find that it probably won't work for you the same as it worked for somebody else. Better to ask them what they did in the beginning, how they got to where they're at, the different milestones, not just copy what they're doing now. I hope this video was helpful. Go ahead and subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.